Hey boo, hey, it's your girl Diva. Your girl is back once again. Happy Mother's Day to all my mothers. I love you guys, and I pray that your day goes amazing and it turns out the way that you want it to, plus more, okay? Period. All right, let's go ahead and talk about it. We're going to talk about this dream. Well, I won't tell you about my dream, but it was a very, very in depth dream that I had on last night, and it was a lot of crazy stuff happening. It was as if the Lord showed me what my enemies were doing or what the chosen ones' enemies have been doing. Yes, girl, it's a lot. It's deep. It's very deep. But, and I asked him about it. I was like, well, just give me a scripture about this dream that I had. And he gave me Isaiah. He spoke to me Isaiah 41. And, I was just really tripping, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this dream was so wicked. But Isaiah 41 really speaks about how, the Lord, he actually, what he did with Israel was he punished them. And, you can sometimes feel like when you're being punished that you're actually cut off or, you've been silenced. And it's basically the Lord telling them, like, just because this has happened to you, please don't think that I've cut you off. I've chosen you. You are still my chosen one. You are still the one. Okay, it says, I have chosen the descendants of Abraham, my friend, you whom I have taken from the ends of the earth and called from its farthest regions and said to you, you are my servant. I have chosen you and have not cast you away. It's like he's just reassuring you that he hasn't cast you away. You're still chosen. Just because you go through situation doesn't mean that God doesn't hear you or he just cast you out and say, you know what, I'm not with you anymore. He's always with you. I just want to encourage you for that. Like, you gotta know. Because I've had my little thoughts about, like, God, have I went too far? Have I done something wrong? And I know many of us have gotten that way before. We've all gotten to that point to where we like, baby, have I done this sin a little bit too much? Because God, where you at? Where you at, baby? And so he's just reassuring us that he hasn't cast us away, even though the enemies have taken, their positions to try and set their goals to tear us down, to get rid of us. I mean, because that's what they're literally wanting to do. I mean, y'all got to know, this is a real war. Like, it's really something that happens in the spiritual realm. And it happens in the spiritual realm, and then you start to see it in the physical as you see that the world has changed and people are not doing right by God's chosen ones. People are not doing right by those who are low, who are, poor, who don't have. They just look over them. And that's what people do now. Like, I know you've probably seen that, like, some of your family members may have overlooked you. They know your circumstance. They know your situation, but they got all this going on with their life, but they haven't brought you up, but they know your circumstance and they like, whatever. Let me let them just go through what they going through. That's what they do. It happens. And that's what has been happening towards the chosen ones. And God is just saying, I have not forgotten about you. I'm still with you. I have not cast you away, honey. You are still mine. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about them fools, because you already know I'm going to take care of you. I'm just saying. So as I continue to read Isaiah 41, it goes down to where God is telling them, listen, he tells the heathens, your enemies, these people, these fools, okay? He's telling them, I want you to present your case, okay? Just bring your strongest reason. Let me know. Let me find out that your reasoning is actually justified how you've been doing my chosen ones. Like, tell me. Just tell me. And he tells them, look, tell me what's to come. Tell me the future so that we can be dismayed. Like, we can just actually be, like, in shock that you actually know the future. And he's really just telling them, look, you don't know the future. You don't know anything. You literally think that you know. So he tells them, you are nothing. You are nothing. These people that serve these idol gods and these idols, they serve people who are mere mortals. Like, they can't do anything for them. Only God can allow them to do whatever they do, And he's telling them, listen, you're nothing. Nothing, pretty much nothing. And your work is nothing. He who chooses you is an abomination. Like, so all these people that chooses to follow these individuals who are literally nothing, and they follow these idol gods. They say that they can tell you the future. They can tell you who not to follow, not to help other people. All those individuals, he's telling them they're nothing. And those people who follow them are an abomination. They're nothing. It's done. It's over with. It says, I have raised up one from the north, and he shall come from the rising of the sun. He shall call on my name, and he shall come against princes as though mortal, as the potter treads the clay. Who declares from the beginning that we may know? Okay, so he's really just talking about, like, I'm raising somebody up to come towards you, to come and take you down. Like, he literally, like, you may think that your enemies have gotten away with some of the things that they've done to you, right? But God can raise up someone else to come against that person. And that's basically what he's saying. I raised somebody up to come do this to you. Like, you're not going to get away with this. You're not stronger than me. Like, none of them are stronger than the chosen ones, because we've already been chosen. So even if we're going through our circumstances and situations, they may look at you and say, listen, you going through this because you did this wrong. They're judging you already, but God has called judgment already. He's like, come on, present your case. Okay, because there's nothing like the blood of Jesus when you come into the courtroom of whatever. When you come into judgment, like, those that are chosen have chosen their life to be connected to the Most High. There's nothing they can do about it when it comes to that, because the blood stands up for us. God, Jesus stands up for us. Okay, it's nothing that can come against that. So everything that they're reasoning about, everything that they're coming to, because some people like to use different deities and demons and all that to try to come against the chosen ones, to attack them. But they didn't realize that those things were not, the only way they could touch the chosen ones is if God allowed it. But it's only because the Lord may be putting you, through that circumstance to help you to get rid of whatever you've been doing that's outside of his will. He just wants to steer you back in the right direction. So that's not them even doing it, period. They think they're doing it, but it's, God just allowing it listen, when they come with their reasoning, God switches up the situation and say, you know what? I'm about to take charge and show you that I have still chosen my people. They're still mine. I'm the only one who can touch them. I'm the only one who can allow you to touch them. Period. Okay. So as I continue to read, this is what the word says. Indeed, they are all worthless. They're worthless. Okay, guys, they are worthless. When I tell you that you have nothing to worry about when it comes to these people, baby, they are so worthless. It says their works are nothing. Their molded images are wind and confusion. So all these individuals that you've been seeing who have been using images, or this could be mere idols. They may have, you see people that have, you may watch videos on here and you see people with these little idols sitting up on their videos, and they use their little images to try to, charm people, bringing nothing but confusion. That's all it is. And even when we talk about it in a different perspective, you can say that some people use their money to flash out to people to let them know, okay, this shows you that I'm blessed. This just shows you, just because my income is coming in and everything in my household seems to be going well, I am blessed. This is because I've done this, I've done that. It's because they did it, quote unquote, they did it. Okay. And they use all of those examples of what they have, and those could be considered images as well. So when you look at that, it's saying the images that they're holding up, they molded up, they've shown you that they have these things, or that they've made a life for themselves. They've done all this, they've done all that. They have these images that are carved up just to show you, and what they're doing is bringing in confusion. These are things that they have showing you, be careful who you watch, honey, on, these channels and stuff, and on this, wherever on the media. They may be using certain images and certain things to charm you to want to be around them, to be, to follow them. And what I said about what the Lord says, those that follow them are an abomination, so let's talk about it, bringing confusion to people. So now people think that just because this is what they have to do to get what they want, and it says I got to use what I got just to get what I want. I'm gonna use what I got. That's what they saying. That's what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna use the Lord to get what we got. We're not gonna use use him. We gonna serve him to get what we want, and we serve him, and we don't serve him. Let me explain myself right. We don't just serve him just to get what we want, but he gives us what we want because we are obedient to him. So I just wanted to clarify that. But these are the things that people have confused people about, because they want to show you that this is the way, and it's not the way. It's only one way. It's only one way. And we already know that way. If you don't know that way, you need to get to know it today, period. Okay? Because I'm telling you, everything that has happened, a lot of you guys have been talking, you talk about people, leaving you out, messing over you, doing you dirty, stealing from you, even doing witchcraft. It's going as far as paying people to do something against your life, which is so sad. You went through all of this, but now it's like, okay, well, why, God? It's because now, like I said, sometimes he uses certain situations to bring us and steer us back on the right path, but it's not to say that he's left us. It's not to say that he hasn't chosen us. We're still chosen. It's just like in the beginning, like when I first started my walk with him, he told me that I was called. He told me that you're chosen, you're called to preach the gospel, to get out and let people know who I am. Y'all know the verse, y'all know. Okay, and he says he knew me, and that's one of the scriptures he gave me, and I had never read that scripture before, and that was Jeremiah 29:11, which is one of my favorite scriptures that says, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, thoughts of good and not of evil. He has plans to prosper us and give us good success. And all of that, he's called us. None of that changed, no matter what we did, because I see a lot of people's testimonies. They've done, they know they were called, but then, it's like they end up going on the wrong path and doing things like, the world. It happens. And, that's why I say we shouldn't judge anyone for what we are doing now, because we don't know where we'll end up. At the end of the day, God is going to call you back and push you right back on that right path. So whatever they've done and whatever they've used as these images to bring people, off of the path, this is simply just God just saying, I'm pushing you back on the right path. So don't think that he's left you out. I just want to encourage you today that he ain't left you, honey. He not leaving you in the cold like these angels. I'm just saying, homegirl, he ain't doing it like that. He don't do it like that. He just want to, it's just like a mother or father. We do wrong sometimes when we was younger, and they made sure that we, serve the consequences of the actions that we did. Okay, but they still love us, and they still know that, listen, I still want you to prosper. I still want you to have a good life. I want you to be good, and this is why I'm doing this to you. This is the only I'm doing that. Y'all know, y'all done heard it before. If you used to get whoopings or used to get on punishment, they say I'm doing this because I love you, and it's simply true, because they want you to get on the right path, and that's what God does. But he doesn't take away the purpose that he has for you. Your parents do not take away, if you have good parents, they don't try to take away your life just because you did something wrong. They just want to put you on the right path. They want you to go right and do what's right. They want you to think about it. That's it. He's just putting you in a place of think about it. Okay, let's just think about it, because we don't want to be like these mortals, like these people who simply think that what they're using, what they're doing, and the way that they're trying to flash all their stuff in front of people to let them know like what they've done, the dirt that they're doing is actually getting them somewhere. You don't want them. Don't think that that's right. Don't think that that's gonna make them be more or be even stronger than God, because they're not. None of their actions are stronger than God. So as I speak to you today, honey, I just came to bring you the real McCoy. Okay, the real deal, real McCoy, because y'all know that the Most High ain't playing about us. I already told y'all that before. He's bringing us the greatness that we deserve. He's always standing up for us, and nothing's gonna change that. Nothing can change that. Those people that were in Israel, the Israelites who had been going through so much, like God just allowed them to just go through the wilderness. Sometimes they didn't receive things that they were supposed to receive because they were out there doing some of the most wrong things. He never left them, though. You know that, right? He never left them. And he always sent somebody to help them. He sent Aaron. Aaron and Moses was there to help lead them and guide them. And then I think later on Jonathan did help them as well, after they went on, and it was just like God never left them. Even if they didn't hear from him, at least he still had a servant that was going to speak to them about what was going on, okay, about what they were doing wrong. He always gives us some type of help, some type of instructions, whether he speaks to us through in a clear voice, so you can hear it, an audible voice, or whether he speaks through dreams, whether he speaks through other people, that we know, people that we don't even know. Sometimes he'll send, people to talk to us and tell us things. And I love that about him, because you'd be like, no, how did you know that? But it be God, you know what I'm saying? It be God. It be God all the time. Oh, let me tell y'all guys about this one time I was I was actually at the DMV, and I was like getting ready to get like my license, taken care of. And this old lady, she just was like going around like ministering to people. And I was just like, what the heck is going on? Like, she's telling people. It was cool. It was actually cool. It was cool until she got to me. Like, I was like, what the freak? Okay, this woman had to be used by God, for real. Because she was like, she came to this one woman, and she told her, you just lost your mother. I know you just lost your mother. And, she told her everything. She gave her scriptures and everything. So she finally comes to me and tells me, honey. And I was like, what? I kind of took offense of it, because I was like, you a little bit too much in my business. Okay, get out of my business, mind your business. But as I look back at it, it's been like 3 years ago. And I look back, and she was like, look, she said, we believe in the Bible. We believe in God. She said, you believe in astrology. You believe in, that all of this. And I'm like, how does this woman know all about this? I didn't have nothing on me that said that. I didn't know. I wasn't saying anything about it. I didn't talk about it. I'm just sitting there waiting on my turn. And she just came to me and told me that. I was like, what in the world? And that was just crazy, because how did she even have a pamphlet that actually had that about that in it and gave it to me? She had that in her hand already. So it's like God had already told her, you're going to need this pamphlet, because you're going to meet these certain people. You're going to need to talk to these people. And she told me, and I was like, girl, you're a little bit into my business. But, like I said, God will send people to tell you, like, you need to get on the right path. You need to get yourself together. You need to do this. It's always a someone or something or some sign. And it's like an amazing sign, because I feel like God always shows us certain things through his signs and wonders to let us know. That's just one example of how he speaks to me. Like, it's amazing. Even though I took offense, I was like, girl, you don't even know what's up. I still love God. Like, I'm good. But, it's just, simply that he will show you so many things that he's actually trying to keep you underneath his wing, to keep you protected. He don't want you to, come from underneath his protection. And when we do step out like that, he actually lets us know, like, you're actually, you're getting out from under me now. I ain't leaving you, but I want you to know you're putting yourself in danger by doing this, and that's just it, and a lot of times we may take offense of it. Some things may happen, but he's not going to leave us. And that's exactly what's happening now. Like, God is actually letting your enemies know, listen, I may have done this to them, but I haven't taken my hands off them. So I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know what you're still trying to do, but you can't keep doing it, because I have not left them. Just because they're on punishment right now, they can't come outside today. They can't do it. Okay, just because of that don't mean I'm not gonna stand up for them. I got them, because they are mine. They still mine. Like, that's mine. Okay, period. Y'all ever had like some clothes, or that you really don't really be wearing, but one day you might just wear it again? You might just put it in the back of the closet and be like, okay, somebody else come, like your sister, your brother, somebody come in and just take it and say, I'm gonna wear this, because they don't even wear it. I'm just gonna come take it and do it how I want to do it. This is mine. They get to using it and probably end up shrinking it or something like that. You're like, okay, you find out, you like, why did you touch this? Like, I don't care, it was still mine. Like, I don't care if I wasn't wearing it. I don't care if I did put it in the back of the closet. You still wasn't supposed to just take it and do whatever you wanted to do with it. That's it. That's how. And I hate to use that as an example, because we weigh more than a piece of cloth. But that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like that. Like, God doesn't want them messing with you, because like, if they come, I'm probably not blessing them right now like that, and I got them on punishment. But that don't mean you come in and try to hurt them more, because they still mine. That's mine. I want them still. They still got a reason to be served. Like, they still got some things to do here. Just like that piece of cloth, like them clothes, they still was gonna wear them clothes. You probably still was gonna wear those clothes. I still want to wear them. Like, you wasn't supposed to touch that. So now I'm about to get mad. Like, I'm about to show you a piece of my mind. I'm just saying. But that's just, like I said, that's just an example. But God is not going to allow people to just run over you like that, because that's for him to do. Okay, leave God's children alone. Chill out. Our enemies just be doing the most, and they just don't understand that they putting themselves they putting themselves in the danger zone, and that's not good, because God don't play. But all right, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I thank you so much for watching. It's been such a blessing. I hope that you are my women, my people on here, all of my ladies, have enjoyed your Mother's Day. And we're gonna have to get ready for our fathers so we can celebrate them as well. It's coming around the corner too. I thank you guys for watching. It's been such a blessing just seeing that you guys are here and being, focused on God, and knowing that he has always been here for you. No matter what you've been through, he's still been there, period. Okay? I love y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video, because I promise you, somebody on your timeline, somebody in your life has needed to hear this. They need to know what's up, that they haven't been left, and God is still with them. So make sure you share the video. Peace and blessings, honey. Love y'all.